Hello, all. As you may be able to see, there's been a reasonably fundamental change to goings on. My name is Joe Exotic, obviously. Welcome. We're going to get underway with questions in about 10 minutes. By the way, do say hello in the chat if you're here. Yes, this is my head. So do your pictures, start with your pictures, and the questions will start in about 10 minutes. Lovely stuff. Is anyone having any difficulty registering? Because if you do it through Facebook, that would be ideal. In fact, that would just be my advice. Do that. Hello, Stephanie. How are you? Thanks. Isn't it a nice hairdo? Carol Baskin made me do it. I'm sorry you're missing cakes. I apologise for the phantom clicking. It is normally a thing of the past. I did not get the beer. I did not get the beer, Steph. I shall chase it up. Do you know which side he left it? Oh, he'll have messaged me. I'm sure he'll message me. It isn't. Well, I've had the same amount of fun, Claire. 33. Righty ho. I shall chase that. Thank you, Dave. I will also send you the pictures things that I completely failed. And 25 days, other Claire. Without a drink, by the way. Imagine. Is anyone having any difficulty accessing the answer sheets? I only say this because some people have had difficulty in the past mentioning their names. Yeah. Question 15 is very Hi, Harry. How are you? It's a bit yellower today. Well, not yellower. It's like paler, blonder, which is because I discovered that Rebecca had left behind some sort of a de-streaking agent, which I've applied, although the back of it is not the same colour. Also, hi, Harry. Right, I'm just going to check that everyone can be in, and then we're going to start. It's exciting, isn't it? So 15 is a terrible question and shouldn't be asked. I'll tell you that right now. Frankie, are you here, or Nick Nicholson, or anyone who's operating under that moniker? Not Nick Nicholson, not that there's like Nick Nicholson impersonators. Excellent. In which case, all I'm going to begin. And I shall begin, ladies and gentlemen, with question number 16. Which is on TV, and what we all love, ladies and gentlemen, what we all love is a quiz with an unbearably smug, blonde-haired host. Hello. And one such, of course, back in the day, was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Recently, of course, captured in on ITV in the ITV drama Quiz, the dramatic coughing incident, One Whittock, and all that. Who starred in the ITV drama Quiz as Chris Tarrant? Hello, Keith. Good Lord. As ever, I should inform you this is not a spelling test, so don't worry. Okay, let's go. Question 7. Oh, I need an item, don't I? What shall I have as my item to hold up when it's question time? I'll tell them to hold up. I'm going to hold up to this packet of Seabrooks crisps. There we go. Ready salted, the best flavour. Question 17, ladies and gentlemen, is on sport. Lewis Hamilton, ladies and gentlemen, is the world champion in both tax avoidance and the Formula One Drivers' World Championships. Well done, Lewis. Every year for many, many years, the title has been won by a European. Who was the last non-European to win the Formula One Drivers' Championship? The last non-European driver to win the Formula One Drivers' Championship, ladies and gentlemen. Who was it? And why? Don't have to answer why. Question 18, ladies and gentlemen, is on abbreviations and normal blokes, normal blokes like me with with actual girlfriends. Hi, Meg. Not that I'm no. Anyway, yeah. Also, hi, Claire. Like proper things like beer and sport and dirt and quizzes and wrestling and having it off with birds. But other less normal people like things like sci-fi and televised cookery competitions, and also LARPing, ladies and gentlemen. LARPing, which is a hobby for some people. What does LARPing stand for? Question 19 is the ever popular shoes of Wikipedia. Ladies and gentlemen, very straightforward question, very straightforward this week. I'm just going to read the description of a type of shoe from the popular Wikipedia website, and you're just going to tell me what type of shoe this is. A blank, ladies and gentlemen, is a short stiletto heel, normally from 3.5 centimeters, 1.5 inches, to 4.75 centimeters, 1.75 inches high. Citation needed. With a slight curve set in the heel in from the back edge of the shoe. The style was popularized by Audrey Hepburn, and recent followers of the fashion include Theresa May, Michelle Obama, and Hillary Clinton. Shoes with blanks may be worn at work in an office setting by people who wish to wear feminine attire that is still practical. For parties, blanks are an alternative for those who find high heels uncomfortable. Furthermore, blanks are also worn by teenagers who may be considered too young for high heels. What type of shoe is that, ladies and gentlemen? A short stiletto heel between 3.5 and 4.75 centimeters, that's 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches high. Citation needed. With a slight curve set in the heel and from the back edge of the shoe, the style was popularized by Audrey Hepburn, and recent followers of the fashion include the slightly glaringly what's the word? I can't remember what the word is. What's the word when someone doesn't belong in a group? Incongruous Theresa May, Michelle Obama, and Hillary Clinton. Shoes with blanks may be worn at work in an office setting by people who wish to wear feminine attire that is still practical. For parties, blanks are worn as an alternative for those who find high heels uncomfortable. Furthermore, blanks are also worn by teenagers who may be considered too young for high heels. Question 20 is on films in which splendid biographical film of 1973 classic, underrated classic IMO, in my opinion. Did Al Pacino portray the title character, an undercover NYPD cop exposing corruption in the force? Al Pacino plays the title role in which biographical film of 1973, in which he portrays an undercover NYPD cop exposing corruption within the force? He gets shot in the face at one point. Not very nice. What's that film? Jack Ibbotson looks like it. I'm going to do some marking, I think. Let's have a look at your answers so far. It's a fun answer, but a wrong answer. Question 21 is on sausages. Ladies and gentlemen, sausages. There is nothing better in life, ladies and gentlemen, than a good sausage. Conversely, there are many things in life worse than a bad sausage. For example, pollution, genocide, and the career of Paddy McGuinness. Perhaps the worst sausages in the world, however, which solely rival genocide as a crime, are Richmond thick pork sausages, which are fucking minging. To illustrate this point, and I'm going to give you 5% either way, what percentage pork is a Richmond thick pork sausage in their list of ingredients that make those tubes of filth? What percentage pork is in a Richmond thick pork sausage? Information taken from their website. So don't wave your own sausages at me. What? One time. There is nothing better in life than writing on the soles of your slipper with a biro. Jason, you're quite correct. I should have. Sorry. I apologise. You're absolutely spot on. Good. Question 22. What I'm going to give you now are a series of how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, ladies and gentlemen, seemingly disconnected things which, upon closer scrutiny by you avid scrutineers, are revealed to have a single unifying theme. All you need to do Just tell me what that unifying theme is. So what links? First class. Welcome to Sarajevo 24-hour party people and the trip. An idiot sandwich. Fusilier Dave Tucker. The albums Fearless, Red and Folklore. Jordan Peele. The first European to land in North America. The highest ever score by an English cricketer in first-class cricket. So no, none of your A.E.J. Collins. A part of Enfield. The Secret Garden. And fundamentally unhelpfully, a frozen lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, a frozen lunch. I'll give you those again. First class. Welcome to Sarajevo, 24-hour party people and the trip. All three of those are one. Good. Fusilier Dave Tucker. Albums including Fearless, Red and Folklore. Jordan Peele. The first European to land in North America. The highest ever first-class score by an English cricketer. Part of Enfield in North London. The Secret Garden. And very unhelpfully, a frozen lunch. Good. Question 20, the other than, of course, writing on the soles of my slipper with a biro. So my other favourite thing to do, and sausages, of course. I really, really like to pay £5 for a sandwich, urinating in a slightly too open environment, and joining a high-speed road with about 20 metres run-up. And for that reason, I very much enjoy motorway service stations, the ideal environment in which to practice all three of those things. On which stretch of motorway? And be specific, would you find Norton Keynes to be the only service station? Norton Keynes service station is the only service station on which stretch of road? Question 24 is on TV and news, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremy Paxman. Jeremy Paxman is a man, correct so far, but a man who does not suffer fools gladly, ladies and gentlemen. Who tested his patience famously in a Newsnight interview in 1997 when he was asked 12 times, "Did you threaten to overrule him?" Jeremy Paxman asked, "Which politician?" the question, "Did you threaten to overrule him?" 12 times in a Newsnight interview from 1997. Who was that politician? Question 25 is on the virus, ladies and gentlemen. You might remember the Queen having a meeting in 1992 and describing it as annus horribilis, ladies and gentlemen, or annus horribilis. Helpfully removing one N from that is Boris Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, who, faced with his excellent handling of the coronavirus crisis. But as we emerge, ladies and gentlemen, plans are afoot to allow people into live sporting events. What is the maximum number of people, if you're in the lowest tier, who will be able to attend these events? This has been announced this week. The maximum number of people who, under tier 1, may be able to attend live sporting events. Question 26 is on sport, and the sport which is the best sport, which is cricket, but in its worst form, which is T20, of course. The question is, despite playing for the Rajasthan Royals, who are tat and finished bottom of the table, which England cricketer, who might not actually be that good, but may also be very good, was named the most valuable player at the recent Indian Premier League? Now, which Rajasthan Royals, who finished bottom of the table, this man had a marvellous campaign, being awarded the most valuable player at the recent Indian Premier League T20 competition. Which England cricketer is that? Question 27, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Holland and Chris Pratt are attempting to revive their dead father by dint of an ancient artifact. Not, of course, in real life, but the plot of which 2020 Pixar film, also featuring the voices of Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Octavia Spencer. Which film is that? The 2020 Pixar film featuring Tom Holland, Chris Pratt, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, hello, and Octavia Spencer, which concerns the attempts of two elves to revive their dead father by dint of ancient artifact. What film is that? Of course, yes, because of the rust. Yes, that was my plan all along, Stephanie. Yeah, he says, raising the packet silently. What I will say is that's going to be a lot quieter in the second half for some unknown reason. Question 28, ladies and gentlemen, is on things I cannot do. Rock climbing, ladies and gentlemen, is not a practice best carried out by people of my shape, and therefore I'm a stranger to its equipment, ladies and gentlemen. But what is the name, ladies and gentlemen, of using rock climbing? Of the little dagger, the little spike that gets driven into small cracks or seams in the climbing surface? What's the name of that thing? You know, the thing they jab into the cliff and then climb it a bit. What's that called, ladies and gentlemen? I'm guessing it's a French name because it looks a bit French. In fact, it will be. And it will be a French name, but with, I imagine it's got a circumflex over the I properly, but it doesn't here. It's also got an I in it. So just look at this. Clues a go-go. Question 29 is on days of mythology. Very straightforward question, ladies and gentlemen. What is the only day of the week that is named after a figure from Roman mythology? Only day of the week named after a figure from Roman mythology. Right, last one for a bit now. Just look at these soon to be devoured snacks. No, I'm not going to do that. I've already had a burger, well, sort of without chips. Unimportant. Question 30, ladies and gentlemen, is on TV. What is the name, ladies and gentlemen, of the new Chaser on The Chase? He was first shown last week, I think. Record audience for his first episode. The new Chaser, his nickname is The Menace, and once lost to this guy at a general knowledge quiz. What is his name, ladies and gentlemen? The new Chaser, nicknamed The Menace, and, well, you know, May have been defeated by about 7 or 8 points in a quiz by I mean, I'm not one to blame. As a who was it? As a footballer who's been interviewed on Saturday who carved up his metaphors so horribly. He said, "Well, we're not here to blow smoke up our own trumpets." Question 30. What is the name of the new chaser? I'll allow just a first name as well. I don't need a surname. I'll allow just a surname. I do need one of the names to be right. And if you put a name that's wrong, you get no points. Good. Little rhyme to remember that. Put it wrong, no points. Little rhyme there. Nice. Right. Questions 31 to 40, ladies and gentlemen. Very straightforward. Once again, the UW popularity rankings are not the most famous ones, the ones with the highest reputation. I'm going to tell you now, these people are wrong. They're wildly wrong. Okay? For questions 31 to 40, in any order, the YouGov audience's 10 most popular Bond films. Go. You're going to have 5 minutes to do that. One in each box, please. Just one answer in each box. The order is irrelevant. And I will tell you that these people are wildly wrong. And I'm going to sort of disappear here because this is a bit more comfortable. Have a cigarette and just chill out, yeah? You've got till 10 past, I'll say that. I mean, what I would say is that it is alarming if you're just picking up the marking and it just says the word die. It's not nice. It's German for the Bart, the beard there. No, not at all, James. Absolutely fine, mate. difficult not to take that personally, to be honest, isn't it? I mean, you can see my argument, certainly. Okay, you've got a couple of minutes to finish those off. Now, a couple of teams haven't popped anything in the slot. Disgusting. Yeah, all right, Claire. No need for that. Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, they're not that wrong, but yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go. I didn't eat the crisps, which is good. That means I've still got some crisps. Question 41. Ladies and gentlemen, is on geography. Very straightforward question. If England is split into counties and give or take the occasional unitary metropolitan authority, it is. The USA into states and France into départements. Which European country is divided into 26 cantons? 26 cantons, ladies and gentlemen. The division of which European country? Question 42, ladies and gentlemen, is on TV. Alex Trebek, ladies and gentlemen, Trebek, Trebek, who passed away recently, hosted over 8,000 episodes, of which American TV show he's been succeeded by a number of interim hosts, including 54-game champion Ken Jennings. Which show is that? Alex Trebek hosted over 8,000 episodes, of which American TV show. He's been succeeded, as by his wishes, by a number of interim hosts, including the 54 times champion Ken Jennings. Which show is that? Question 43, ladies and gentlemen, is on films. The convicted smuggler Ellis Redding, known primarily by his nickname, is one of the two lead characters in which film? Convicted smuggler Ellis Redding, who is known virtually throughout by his nickname, is one of the two lead characters in which film? Question 44 is on classic. Oh, right, yes, sorry, Claire, of course you can. Of course I will. 43. Just 43 you need. Please. Yes, good. 43. The convicted smuggler Ellis Redding, who's known throughout by his nickname, is one of the two lead characters in which film? And there's little in the way of sunshine. No problem, Claire. The Swan is, by the way, the world capital of only Connect teams, I've decided. In that one of my normal teams is in this series of only Connect. And previously we have, by my reckoning, 4 people who've been to my quiz, been on it. 5, if you include people who've been to events I've hosted in pubs. In that the 2015 Conservative candidate for York Central has been on it as well. He was a prick, but better than Ken Guest, UKIP. Anyway, question 44 is on video games. In which classic arcade game of 1987, a sort of forerunner of things like Streets of Rage and Final Fight? I won't forget University Challenge either, Jason. Good point. In which trailblazing video game of 1987 did martial artists Billy and Jimmy Lee, or Hammer and Spike in the American version, fight their way across a series of landscapes which were, from memory, slum, factory, forest, and base, fighting members of the Black Warriors gang. In a unique feature to these games, if 2 players both completed the game together, then they had to fight each other to establish the winner and to win the heart of the damsel in distress Marion. They also featured in a spin-off game alongside the Battletoads from the game Battletoads, and a film of 1994 was made of the film, in which they were played by the little-known actors Scott Wolf and Mark Dacascos. That's just for information. A classic video game, originally a arcade, did go onto all sorts of home computers and had a couple of sequels as well. Did the 2 martial artists, Billy and Jimmy Lee, known as Hammer and Spike in the American version, fight their way across a series of hazardous landscapes, increasingly hazardous landscapes, fighting members of the Black Warriors gang, including some blokes who sort of emerged from a wall. I remember them. And if the 2 players completed the game together, then they had to fight each other to establish the winner and win the heart of the hapless Marion. Also a spin-off game alongside the Battletoads and a film of 1994, in which they were played by Scott Wolf and Mark Dacascos. What is that game? You did the Cinnamon. I'm doing quite a lot of quizzing with the Cinnamon in the lockdown period. And Barry from EastEnders, obviously. Very good. Question 45, ladies and gentlemen, is on sport. Tony Woodcock, Peter Osgood, Ian Story Moore, and from the 1880s, Pelham von Donop, who's after whom P.G. Woodhouse is named, by the way, Pelham von Donop. For a long time, they were the 4 England football internationals with 3 O's in their surname. So 4 English men's football internationals with 3 O's in their surname. Who became the 5th England football international with 3 O's in his surname when he made his debut last year? So Pelham von Donop, Ian Storymore, Peter Osgood, and Tony Woodcock. For a long time, the 4 England football internationals with 3 O's in their surnames. Who became the 5th England football international with 3 O's in his surname last year? I asked this question to an 11-year-old boy earlier today, and he got the right answer. as has somebody else. Well done. It's very close. The real battle, of course, is whether Amy and Dave can get their standard 42 points. They're on track. Question 46 is on music. What is the name, ladies and gentlemen? What is the name of the man who played the organ with the Beatles on Get Back, and became the only person credited alongside the Beatles on any of their hit recordings? Hello, Loz. I will tell you how many adults you're better than. Many. The man who played the organ on the song Get Back with the Beatles is the only person credited alongside the Beatles on any of their hit recordings. Later, the hit single with Cyrita. I think it was Cyrita? Yeah. Who is that man? Question 47 is on food. The Milk Marketing Board, ladies and gentlemen, the Milk Marketing Board was wound up in 1994. Okay? After sponsoring the League Cup, which never seemed particularly odd at the time, but it is very weird that a football competition was just sponsored by the idea of milk. But anyway, but its processing division of the Milk Marketing Board continues under which name, ladies and gentlemen? So the milk company went bust, but its processing division. So, interesting, isn't it? Without which it wouldn't be lucrative enough to feed Accrington Stanley. Continues under what name? Question 48 is on films. Which man, ladies and gentlemen, which man has won 2 Best Director Oscars, notably but not uniquely, for films which did not win Best Picture at the Oscars? Those films being The Life of Pi and Brokeback Mountain. Who is that man? Won 2 Best Director Oscars, notably films which did not win Best Picture, Brokeback Mountain and The Life of Pi. Who is that man? I did not know that the headquarters of the Milk Marketing Board used to be in Harrogate, but I do now. Thank you. I mean, I am busy. And chipless. Question 49 is on dimensions, ladies and gentlemen. What varies between 55.86 and 56.7 meters high is 15.48 meters wide at its base and has either 296 or 294 steps. So it's between 55.86 and 56.67 meters high, 15 meters wide at its base, and has either 296 or 294 steps. What is that? I will repeat that question, Stephanie. Yes. What is between 55.86 and 56.7 meters high, 15.484 meters wide at ground level, and has 296 or 294 steps? No problem. Question 50 is on sequences. All you need to do is tell me what would come next in this sequence. This is very, very only connect. What comes next? Muharram, Safar, Rabi al-Awal, Rabi al-Thani, Jumada al-Awal, Jumada al-Thani, Rajab, Shaban. What's next? Muharram, Safar, Rabi al-Awal, Rabi al-Thani, Jumada al-Awal, Jumada al-Thani, Rajab, Shaban. Boom. What's next? Question 51 is on adverts, ladies and gentlemen, TV adverts. Which product was advertised on television as being good to the last drop, even though it was bad for every single drop? Good to the last drop, ladies and gentlemen. As Loden used to advertise which product on television? Good to the last drop. I should say, for the footballers with the 3 O's, it is just the surname. I did specify just the surname, okay? So someone, I mean, there's loads if it's not just, it's just the surname, okay? So someone will have to change that. Or just not change it and be wrong, if you will. Question 52 is on sport and everyone's favourite sport, golf, and is quite hard. I should say, the winner of this weekend's PGA Tour event was a golfer whose name is 11 letters long, okay? 11 letters long. The last 9 of these letters are a palindrome. What is his name? So 11 letters long, the last 9 of them. And you can take the first off and it still forms a diminutive of this name, okay? Oh, palindromic. This means they're the same forwards and backwards. What is his name? Excuse me. Question 53 is on words and bridges, ladies and gentlemen. Other names for it include drawbridge or a lifting bridge. But what name, derived happily from a French word meaning strike on the buttocks, is given to bridges such as Tower Bridge, which lift in the middle by dint of a moving counterweight? What is the name of that type of bridge, also known as a drawbridge or a lifting bridge, but with a name derived from a French word for strike on the buttocks, given to bridges such as Tower Bridge, which lift in the middle by dint of a moving counterweight? 7-letter word I'm looking for. You can add the word bridge afterwards to make it clear that it's a bridge. I know it's a bridge already. So his whole name isn't a palindrome at all, just the last 9 letters of it are. But you could use just the last 9 letters and it would still be the same person, if that makes sense. Like a diminutive form of his first name is just the last 4 letters of it. It's an unlikely name, I'll say that. Question 54, ladies and gentlemen, is on products of IKEA. Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm over the age of 40, I'm required by law to own or have owned, in my life, over 15,000 IKEA tea lights. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a requirement. What is the catalogue name of the IKEA tea lights, the 100 tea light pack? What are they called? The catalogue name. Oh, yeah, the golfer who he won at the weekend, basically. He won the Sanderson Farms Open, I think. But he won the PGA tournament at the weekend. Question 55 is on TV, ladies and gentlemen. What links Henry II, trees, vault, Arlington Million, Bombardier Billy Wells, Doodle, and most recently, Blackbeard? Okay? Henry II, trees, vault, Arlington Million, Bombardier Billy Wells, Doodle, and Blackbeard are all linked in a very specific TV way. What is that thing that links them? And question 56, the last one before music, is on music, disappointingly. Which word of 5 letters or more, one word, 5 letters or more, has appeared at the title of hit singles by all the following artists? Smokey Robinson, Oasis, Al Green, The Human League, Menswear, and James Brown. One word, 5 letters or more. Smokey Robinson, Oasis, Al Green, The Human League, Menswear, and James Brown. Okay. Do the music question at your leisure. You've got 12 of them to get through. Artist and song title in the right spaces, please, if you can. I'll give you until, I don't know, 5 past 10 to do all those, okay? That's 20 odd minutes. Good. And currently it is a 3-way tie for first position, I'm delighted to say. Those of you who wish to make a donation who haven't done so already, please do via the PayPal link. Thank you, much appreciated. At 9 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 9 minutes. Bear with me 1 second, please. Okay. Hang on, sorry. Sorry, thank you very much. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Cheers. Sorry. You've got 1 minute. And brilliantly, I've just been sent some chips, which is a tremendous, and something oddly cylindrical. Don't really know what that is. Is anyone all right? Does anyone need a couple more minutes? Two minutes. Have a couple more minutes. Do it till 5 past, okay? I'm meant to eat some chips. Someone's just written the wrong answer in the wrong spot for number 75. Do be careful. Oh, blimey. Thanks, Claire. You're amazing. What do you do on Tuesday? Well, did a quiz. Watch a fat man eat chips. It's brilliant. Mhm. Good. I'm using my metric, which is do Amy and Dave score 42 or not? This week's quiz is a little bit tricky. So sorry. Right. You have a minute, then we'll have the pointless questions, and I'm gonna give you till 1:15 to finish everything off, okay? Or just finish when you're ready, okay? And I'll see if everyone's finished on there. Remember when I only had crisps to wave at you? Remember when this was my premium potato product? Well, that is a thing of the past. Okay. Right. It is now time, ladies and gentlemen, for your pointless questions and your jackpot question. Your pointless questions. Remember, we need obscure answers, okay? I gave 100 of my friends 100 seconds to name either any England World Cup squad member, Football World Cup men, since and including 1990, any of, according to the Corruption Perception Index, any of the 50 least corrupt countries in the world, or according to Wikipedia, any of the either US, UK, or modern traditional anniversary gifts. So, you know, like, say, like gold. For, okay? So, why did I start eating a chip then? I don't know. For any footballer in any England World Cup squad since and including 1990, any country that's in the top 50 of the least corrupt countries in the world according to the Corruption Perception Index, or any gift traditionally given for wedding anniversary either in the UK, the US, or modern. That is according to Wikipedia. Okay, I'm not taking any other source on that. Your tiebreak question: the person with the world's longest fingernails. Okay, how long in total, so combined length, were the fingernails on all 10 of her fingers and thumbs in centimeters? Okay, Now, how long in total were the fingernails on all 10 fingers and thumbs the owner of the world's longest combined fingernails, basically? I'm going to give you until... I'm going to give you 5 minutes from now. So 12 minutes past 10, I'm going to stop the quiz, okay? When you've done that, click on save, tick the 3 boxes, and click finish. Ridiculous. It's very close, by the way. Someone's just upset me. They made... Okay, a couple of minutes. Okay, 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 20 seconds. Tick the 3 boxes, save, and finish. Yeah, modern anniversary presents, yeah. Or not just modern, Didn't have to just be modern. It was English, traditional, US, and UK, I said. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The quiz is over. Ladies and gentlemen, I've stopped the quiz. Here, ladies and gentlemen, are your answers. I apologise if some of these are in the wrong order because I'm juggled them around. Just the pictures. So, number 1 was Clara Amfo. Number 2, Lucy Davis, Jasper Coates' daughter, as someone pointed out, although I knew. Tony Green off the bullseye. 4th was Adele Silver. The 5th, that is a mancad, ladies and gentlemen, a mancad. Someone put something very strange. I imagine it was done. The 6th was Marvin Humes. 7th is Sophie Dahl. 8th, David Speedy, ladies and gentlemen. 9th, the phenomenally well-adjusted Piers Corbin. 10th is Trojan, ladies and gentlemen. Trojan off of Gladiators. 11 is Malala, that's all they needed. 12th, that, ladies and gentlemen, the dramatic representation from the summer of 92 of Peter Schmeichel, ladies and gentlemen. And 13, sometimes, you get some very silly names, don't you, in this bit? Some very silly names, quite juvenile, a bit convoluted. Anyway, that's Jeff Cock. It is, isn't it? He's a Cornish rugby stalwart. 14 was The Boys Are Back in Town, obviously. In 15, which is very silly indeed, and I apologise, there's The Great British Bake Off. On to the question. 16, the actor is Michael Sheen. Someone put Martin Sheen, which I can't accept because Martin Sheen's an actor, isn't he? Someone else. 17 is Jacques Villeneuve. 18 is live action role playing. 19, the Kitten Heel. 20, the film character is Serpico. 21, they are 42% pork. Sorry, no, 100% sausage. 22, First Class, of course, TV show presented by Debbie Ron Greenwood. Welcome to Sarajevo, 24-hour party people in the trip, made by Michael Walter Winterbottom. An Idiot Sandwich, of course, the famous GIF meme thing, with Gordon Alf Ramsay. Fusilier Dave Tucker was the character in Soldier, played by Bobby Robson Green. The album's Fearless Red and Folklore by Graham Taylor Swift. Jordan Peele. Is the partner of Kevin Keegan Michael Key, Key and Peele, yes. The first European in North Africa was Leif Sven-Göran Eriksson. The highest ever score by an English cricketer was by AC Steve McLaren. Part of Enfield is Gareth Southgate. The Secret Garden is by Francis Roy Hodgson Burnett. And the Frozen Lunch, of course, would see your ham saladiced, which is, they're all England football managers, ladies and gentlemen. 23, the M6 Toll is where all that service station is. 24, Michael Howard was asked 12 times that question. 25, 4,000 people. 26, Jofra Archer is a cricketer. 27, Onward is that film. 28, a Piton. Ladies and gentlemen, a Piton is the little daggery thing. 29, Saturday. Obviously, the new chase, which no one knew, Dara Ennis, the Menace, D. Ennis, the Menace. 31 to 40, the top 10 Bond films were, some real wrongness here. Diamonds Are Forever, The Man with the Golden Gun, Spectre, Live and Let Die, The Spy Who Loved Me, Goldfinger, Skyfall, Casino Royale, Die Another Day, and Quantum of Solace, which might actually be the worst film I've ever seen. It is so bad. Those are your 10 anyway. 41, Switzerland is, of course, divided into cantons. 42, Jeopardy is that American TV show. 43, Ellis Redding from the Shawshank Redemption, of course. 44, the video game is Double Dragon. 45, Callum Hudson-Odoi. There's the other 3 man. 46, Billy Preston. Those enter the Beatles and Billy Preston on Get Back. 47, Dairy Crest. Milk Marketing Board. 48, You Won't Like Me When I'm Angry. 49, those, you could tell by the differences, Legend. Between 55 and 86 and 56.67 metres high, the Leaning Tower of Pisa has 2 fewer steps at one side. 50, Ramadan. Some of you got the right idea, but we're unlucky. But Ramadan, the next month, it's just a whole month is Ramadan. 51, Maxwell House was good to the last drop. 52, the golfer is the unlikely named Robert Streb. Robert Streb, ladies and gentlemen. 53, it is a Bastule Bridge. 54, Glimmer is the catalogue name for the tea lights. 55, Henry II, which king was the husband of Eleanor of Aquitaine. Trees, Robor, Quercus Robur, which is an oak tree. Volt, I can't remember that. Arlington Million, which one of these is not part of the Triple Crown in America, the Belmont Stakes, Kentucky Derby, and the Preakness Stakes. Bombardier Billy Wells, who whacked the Don. And Doodle, one with 100 noughts, and Blackbeard, what would you call a man with a black chin? I don't know. They're all the £1 million answers on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. All the answers given to win £1 million and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And 56, the word in all their song titles is Being With You by Smokey Robinson, The Importance of Being Idle by Oasis, Tired of Being Alone by Al Green, Being Boiled, The Human Lead, Being Brave by Menswear, and Get Up, I Feel Like Being a Sex Machine. Sorry, James, I'm fine as I am, by James Brown. On to your music questions. First one was the Monkeys with A Little Bit Me, A Little Bit You. There's 10cc with Life is a Minestrone. There was Shalimar with I Can Make You Feel Good. It was Suede with Shipbuilding. Then Billie Eilish with A Bad Guy. Then Marvin Gaye, Too Busy Thinking About My Baby. The Doobie Brothers with What a Fool Believes. And then it was Otis Clay with the original version of The Only Way Is Up. The Backstreet Boys with I'll Never Break Your Heart. And then Jason Derulo with Want to Want Me. Then it was Weezer with Africa and Mercury Rev with Opus 40, which I liked very much. Your pointless questions, the gifts you could have had: fruit, flowers, pottery, moonstone, wine, wife's birthstone, silver plate, nickel, fur, silver hollowware, watches, desk sets, pens and pencils, a couple of people got that, electrical appliances, sugar, or a clock. The countries were Singapore, Uruguay, UAE, Bhutan, Chile, the Bahamas, Qatar, Botswana, Israel, Slovenia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Cape Verde or Cabo Verde, Dominica, and Rwanda. Tahiti is an overseas territory of France. And your footballers, you could have had Neil Webb from 1990, from 1998, Rob Lee. From 2002, Wes Brown and Robbie Fowler. 2010, Jermaine Genius. 2014, which was the last one that had any players in it, was Michael Dawson, Phil Jones, and Adam Lallana. Okay? And your tiebreak question, 865 centimetres. Okay? Your leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen, your leaderboard. An honourable, we'll do the top five. An honourable joint fourth, ladies and gentlemen, were Amy and Dave, and Park Keepers get angry with 42, which means this has a difficulty rating of 7/6. In third place with 54 went No Effing Pun and the Shoe Bomber. Good. Hi, Keith, by the way. Second with 58, agonising defeat by 1 point, were the Swan Bitches. In first place with 59 were the Chords. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause and stop, because you've done fucking nothing. Give me a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Good. And I'll see you Wednesday next week, okay? Lovely stuff. Thank you all very much for taking part, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Bye. I'm going to eat some chips. No, thank you. And I'm afraid there was a fire in the Bake Off studio and everyone has perished. No spoilers.